Oh baby, tonight we dine in hell. That hell happens to be Abyssal Path number Maze Abyssal Path 5. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash. In today's video, full of a ton of trial and error, had a little bit of salt, and is 100% MFO. Now, I wanted to go back to the Yupir's Labryinth because I don't know. I feel like people are trying to eat me alive, and it's only a few people, and I find it weird that whenever I criticize something, it's seems as though I'm being negative and I'm making people not like the game somehow. I see comments like this, I see them all the time, but there are not that many of them. But guys, let's be clear. Whenever I talk good about the game, I never hear someone tell me that, oh my god, you're speaking so positively about the game, you're not telling people the truth about it, you know, you need to be more harsh on the game. Because I feel like I do a good balance of it. So whenever I say something's good, I feel like people resonate with that, and they still sometimes disagree with me, but they never say like, oh my god, you're being too positive. But whenever I bring up anything bad about the game, I find it weird that people always say like I'm being too negative, or there's too many negative videos about the game. Even though half the time I don't say this game sucks, I don't say like the Labryinth is trash. I don't think the Labryinth is inherently trash. I think that there's some issues with it. But even when I just bring up like, oh, I don't like the fact that there's some type of instruction, some type of guidance in this, I would prefer it the way that the story mode does. That's why when I went to Path of Trials, I highlighted it. I love this version of it because it doesn't cost me anything to be here. It just costs me time. I can still get through it. I can clear it multiple times in multiple different ways. I love Path of Trials so far. I know people say it gets harder, but I don't really care how hard it gets, because then I feel like I can accurately attempt to get better at it. I know what I need to do because it's right there. Now, Abyssal Path 5, the first tip with the highest clicks, with the highest amount of likes: dumbass game couldn't design a proper stage. Okay, all right, I can use that a lot. Build mana first 2 battles, ST burst and pray crit. I don't know what ST means. I guess that's second turn first, something like that. FC Iris building mana and burst in 2 rounds. All attacks on last boss, easy win. FC Baraka Blue, FC Iris, Bathory, Kirana, Yao. Pray for Baraka dodges and some crits. Pray for Baraka dodges and crits. Now, obviously, besides this first one is just a complaint, and a lot of people agreed with the complaint, but this is why I don't like this. First of all, this is the biggest reason why. Allowed up to 80 characters. Posting violating policies can be deleted or restricted. What I don't like about this is that, like, this is the highest comment. I can only go by posted date and by number of likes. I wish there was some type of way of splitting it, so like maybe people can just, I guess, like and then maybe like recommend. I don't know, that'd be silly as well. I don't even know why I said it, but there's a lot more to this dungeon that meets the eye. And yes, as a YouTuber, I can go in there, I can delve in, and I can give you guys the information, but the problem is that I shouldn't have to do it. I shouldn't have to do it, but I'm going to do it because I really want to give you guys as much information as possible. So let's go into this fight. Now, notice how there was a lot of information there that actually doesn't tell you what you can and can't build in this dungeon. And I thought I would just give you guys some time, because someone just said it in another one of my comments in the Labryinth video that I made, is that, you know, this actually kind of screws people over. Oh wait, so it's gonna be a little bit laggy, but I'm not going to be able to finish this dungeon anyway. It's going to be a little laggy because I have a video uploading. I have the birthday video, so the birthday video is going to come out first, and then this video is going to come out. So I hope you guys understand why it's laggy. It doesn't really matter. I just want to get to the Maggie phase anyway. I think it's like an LD player issue, but when I forgot. That's a mistake. Every turn with Iris, you want to be doing her pump. You want to pump up the mana. That was a huge misplay. I'm not going to win this round because I already know how the mechanics work, and I have 2 hooligans in there that aren't going to work anyway. So I tried to do a couple of testing in this fight, right? And I was trying my best to find like the best combo that I could possible. This fight has a lot of intricate, it has a couple of cool mechanics actually. I won't lie, I do think that they're cool. I think that it's very interesting how Maggie works in this fight. Oh, see, look guys, remember in the other video, right? I have the barrier, but you could see the barrier clearly on Maggie, but like it doesn't show up in the thing. It's very strange how that works. when you have the gear set. So she still has that gear set, and that's very important to what we're about to what we're about to encounter. So all right, so what I want to do is that I want to come up with a strategy for each of these so you guys can have some type of good guideline. Now for me, I don't really care too much about my stamina to that degree. Like I said, at least the stamina cost is low, so you can keep trying out. I think I technically can do about 10 tries because I have 400. So first thing that you guys want to see is, debuff immunity, mark immunity, status effect immunity, and reflect immunity. That is important, and pretty much every boss is going to have that. So mark immunity means that you can't like Fear the Abyss this character. As you can see, I have scFX in here. She only has 1089 defense. My scFX has 1900 defense, so she should be Fear of the Abyss. So she can't be Fear of the Abyss. That means she also cannot be disheartened. She also cannot be charmed by Janae. So none of that's gonna work. So you could just put that out of the window. Also, she takes every single buff that you do. I think she also heals when you heal as well, and that is obviously a crazy problem. So you can do as much damage as you want here. This is what everyone is suggesting, that pretty much you get your characters to the point, boom, as you can see, some damage, took a decent chunk there. And if you don't, I just wanted to also show this for people that have Ramsey, is that you can heal block her. She does heal. I don't know if she's healing because I had whatchamacallit in here, but you can heal block her, which is nice because heal blocking, let me go back over here, is a special debuff. It's a special one, so special ones do work, and you can see it here. And of course you can also damage over time them, but as you know, I can't damage over time with this version of scFX unless I have Fear the Abyss. For some reason I couldn't think of that. Also, a quick thing to note here, she's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill most of my units on this first turn. She's definitely gonna kill me, no doubt about it. I have no qualms with that. But I also noticed that she does gain mana in the same way that we do. So if you gain mana on your turn, she'll also gain mana. That's why she's sitting here about to hit me with this big burstly nuke, which is same thing as regular Maggie. So I'm just gonna auto here. You'll see that since this is a support character, she's not gonna gain anything from it. But she did gain a mana here. Why? Because Maggie just took a turn, and then on Maggie's turn, remember, she gets a barrier. So she takes everything that I get. So she took my barrier. She also took my mana that I gained for the turn, and hopefully Iris survives so we can I can prove that to you guys. Of course I can do a nuke here, but the nuke is irrelevant. Actually, I don't want to do a nuke here because I want to show you guys something also. So this is she starts off with the nuke, which is very not the same as the other AIs in the game. It seems as though her her hit is pretty low. She does miss a lot. I do think that that might be some type of strategy intertwined with this, is that she seems to miss some of my characters a decent amount of times. And I think that when the guy was talking about Baraka dodging and critting, I do think that there's merit to that. I actually think that Ramsey could actually solo this if he maybe was on all green, but of course that takes a lot of resources and probably might not be worth the time of you investing in to do that. So as you can see here, I can still, you know, nullify heal, but it doesn't matter. That barrier is still going to be there because it's a really thick barrier that she's given. Now here, so she, as you saw, didn't get any mana here. I'm going to gain 2 mana here by doing this. She should go up by 2 mana. So she went up by 2 mana, and then mana utilization kicked in and got the other 2 mana as well. Also, you notice that, guess what? Now she has 2 barriers, which doesn't really make sense. I don't even know how that works. And I think that that is identifying of a problem, is that she's gaining a barrier over and over again. And I feel like you probably can't even break the barriers, or maybe you break one at a time. It just seems really weird to be designed that way. It doesn't even overlap. So I guess I killed one of the barrier. Now we're going through the second barrier, and Ramsey dodged there. So that move didn't do too much. And now, of course, now that she hit my support S characters, that now she gained mana because my other characters gain mana. So she pretty much is like gaining mana the same way you are. So it's very strange. That's why they say, like, if you come into this fight with enough firepower, you could just nuke her out, especially if you go in with a bunch of attack oriented heroes that, like, literally you go balls to the wall. She usually goes last, so you can kind of do that. I'm gonna let her kill me, but I hope that that gives you guys as much insight. And yes, I tested out characters like Obelia, like characters that do defense buff, she gets a defense buff. I tried Yao. If you do Yao and do her attack buff, she gets an attack buff. So it's literally like she gets She pretty much gets whatever you're doing, she gets herself. It's kind of very strangely designed that way, but I also think it's very cool. I do think that that is a cool design, but you probably don't understand that. Like, that's something that nothing really, like, there's no real thing that lets you know that that's happening, because you're probably just doing the fight normally. But so boom, Ramsey dodged again. I don't know what his dodge is. It's probably higher because he has fate fusions in him, or at least mine does, not like a normal one does. So I could technically do this all day with him and just anti-heal blocker and keep doing that over and over and over again. She just gained a crap ton of mana. Don't, you know, very hard to describe exactly what's going on. It's just weird. And look, she keeps dodging. Now she doesn't get the barrier anymore. She can't trigger my dragon blood thing, so she can't, you know, I'm pretty fine with that. So like now my previous experience with FC Iris actually screws me over. So one of my highest damage dealing characters, which is Maggie, I kind of can't use her because she gives that barrier. So my suggestion would be something, you might not necessarily need Iris. Iris just kind of expedites your nuking capability. Also, I didn't mention this, is that you cannot use nature. It's very unfortunate. It's like they, I don't know, they wanted to specifically cuck Rudley for some reason, but you cannot use nature. You can use physical. I thought that before, that you couldn't use physical because, you know, you might try Rudley and be like, oh, you can't use nature and you can't use physical, but no, you can use physical. I did have a good attempt with like Baraka obviously because he's physical. So your best bet of clearing this would be bringing some really high damage things. Like I think he would be decent, 504. I mean, there are better though, right? Morris I think would be pretty good. Any one of those characters that pretty much have a high nuke or a fast buffer, which Morris again is a fast buffer. Yao was really good because she buffed pretty much, she went first on my team, and then I was able to dish out a lot of damage. So you will have to invest in order to beat this like fight. Like there's no way that you don't. You need to 110% invest, and I think that was intentional. I don't think that inherently is a bad thing. It's just like you have to do a lot to figure this out, and I think that that is what makes it annoying, and that is what makes people. Another comment was really spot on this, is that since you can kind of go straight to 5, you know, yeah, it'd be foolish for a new player to do it, but some people that are not necessarily new but think that they should be able to do it, it's going to be very frustrating, and you could call that them being ignorant, which in a sense it is. But it is strange. Like you pretty much could, they allow you to waste on this. I think even if it was sequential, right, like you go through 1 2 3 4 5, it might be slightly better. Like you get a hang on what's going on, you get some type of idea of what's going on, how difficult they get. But this one is like you really have to bring in DPS. Like I personally don't have enough single target deeps to really get through that. Maybe if I brought in him, he might be able to work because he has that 750. Adams is still a good pick. All right, let's go for a attempted clear. All right, the stage is set. I think I got everything that I want. So let's see if we can burst her out. No nature, everyone has pretty high mana. No buffs that I'm gonna be giving her. So look, I think she didn't gain a mana here because I'm machine and I'm already full on mana, so I don't think she gets a mana there. So here we go, Baraka goes first. Didn't get a crit, unfortunately. So that's obviously not enough damage. Chain Slicer, she's not built that well. Be very surprised if she does a lot of damage. She like definitely gotta improve on that. Then we do the bomb. You should get that tick. Oh, she doesn't. So that was a special one. So as you can see, just kind of just kind of shy. No, like I'm completely off. I would need to do a lot of investment in order to be able to beat the, wow, she's the only one that crits. So it starts off with her ultimate. I think she heals automatically. I'm not exactly sure. No, she does not heal. So when she was healing is because I was using Anna. I was using Anna and she kept healing. Ooh, that was a good. See, now if she crits, it's crazy. But you can't use FC Annie because, you know. Come on, Diva, dodge. Damn, baby girl did not dodge. Last little try for the video. Like I think I got everything. I'm pretty sure I got everything. See, look, she gained 2 mana that time. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, you know what? I don't think I was full. I could look at that in the video, but I don't think I was full, so she gained 2 mana. Yep, no crit there. So we're not gonna do as much damage as we could, unfortunately. Give me a crit. Oh baby, yeah, she crits, it does a lot of damage. Fortunately, not gonna be able to do anything there. He's not gonna crit though, because she usually doesn't. Unfortunately. I think I might just go for like the round 2 strat. Or maybe she gains mana when I do abilities? That might be it. She gains mana when I do abilities. No, she didn't gain mana anything. I don't know, bros. I don't know. I'm lost in the sauce. I am lost in the sauce.
Soft breeze. Give me the power to seize serenity.
Alright, so she took out everybody. Unfortunately, not that many dodges there. Baraka dodges. No crit again. I mean, I got a couple left in me. As long as she doesn't heal, I have a decent shot here. If I can, I think if I can crit twice. Wow, I did that much on a I did that much and it was a block. No crits from my boy. 3 no crits. I mean, I think if he crits, we win. I'm pretty confident about that. Can I get a lucky dodge here? The game said no. So I can beat it. I think I definitely can beat it. Stubborn mode activated.
Don't you get it? It doesn't matter how strong my opponent is. If he tears off my arms, I'll just kick him dead. If he tears off my legs, I'll bite him dead. If he tears off my head, I'll stare him dead. If he gouges out my eyes, I'll curse him dead. Even if I get chopped into pieces.
I need a crit here. Please. No, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want it enough. Oh, he even went for the final hit. Oh, a dodge. This might be it, boys. This might be it. Dodge. All the skill in the world.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And you block. I guess I can't be mad. I just dodged like 6 times. That did no damage. Oh, going in for the finishing blow. With the crit finish.
Cleansing complete.
Yeah. Beautiful. The music just starts blasting that's outside. And my video just finished. So it can stop lagging. I deeply apologize about all the noise in the background. There's like a concert going on, or not a concert, someone's doing a party. If it's too loud, you're just gonna see text, but that's it. You definitely just want to do a lot of bursting. High dodge. It looks like she has a hip issue, so I think that's where your saving grace is gonna be. Obviously, you can invest ZEUZ to make a bunch of green, or I feel like that's kind of stupid to invest ZEUZ to get ZEUZ. But as you can see, that takes a lot of luck, and like, that's not exactly how I want to win. I don't want to win by luck. I want to win by I picked a strategy and it worked. By definition, I could have brought any character in there with high dodge and I would have won that same fight, you know, with enough luck. But I feel like that's stupid. That's also stupid. All right, I'm out of here. This guy's pissing me off. It's just so you guys know. Remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Put any additional tips that you guys have in the comment section below to help other players so we can possibly get this all done together. Also, by the time you guys see this, it will probably be the next day. But at least you guys can go and fight that dungeon if you can. Anywho, just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.